Guest Tommy Aiello is the Senior Director of Government Affairs with the National Taxpayers Union, and William Luther is Director of the Sound Money Project at the American Institute for Economic Research. Gentlemen, welcome on. Tommy, I want to ask you, is this the kind of action needed for Iran to get their allies to get the memo?
That remains to be seen. I think we have to remember that a supply disruption anywhere is going to lead to price increases across the board, whether that oil goes to China, India, or anywhere else. We have to remember that the Strait of Hormuz, about 20% of the world's oil and gas goes through that strait. But the good news is American oil and gas is there to fill the void. We sit on more of it than any other country. We are exporting it more than any other country. And export capacity is going to double over the next 5 years. That's really good news for oil and gas workers in places like North Dakota, Pennsylvania, and the Gulf of America. And hopefully, as this conflict wraps up, we'll see those oil prices start to decline just as quickly as they increased.
Yeah, a gallon of gas right now, $4.12, right around there, according to AAA. President Trump, though, either way, touting his success. Ship tracking firm reporting that 121 empty oil tankers are making their way to the United States, indicating the potential sale of billions of barrels of American oil and marking a decided shift in global trade as the world prepares to change suppliers. The traffic or the slowdown, if you will, William, what do you make of that? How does that impact everyday Americans?
Well, Treasury Secretary Bessent said we're going to have 50 days of higher oil prices in exchange for 50 years of peace. And I think that is the president's objective, right? We're approaching 45 days at the moment, so we're approaching that 50-day mark, and it might be a little bit longer than that. But what we have here is a pretty clear plan, a plan that began with the president's agenda to drill, baby, drill, a plan that then went to Venezuela, secured Maduro, neutralized that threat, and indeed brought Venezuela into better alignment with the U.S., bringing more oil to the market here in our hemisphere. And now we see these oil tankers are coming through the Gulf of America to U.S. ports to fill up. We're very well positioned here for this conflict in the Middle East. Obviously, it's painful. I don't appreciate paying over $4 a gallon when I pull up to the pump. But we've never been in a better position to endure this. And if all goes well, those prices will be coming back down soon.
Right, Tommy, can you expand upon that? Explain to our viewers how, by having the blockade in Iran, it's going to kind of squeeze out Iran's funding, but then being able to bring the oil tankers here to the U.S. It's going to help bring down prices. I know one of the major issues that Americans are having with this conflict is their wallets. So give them a little bit of hope here.
Yeah, I mean, as the other guest said, we're producing more oil and gas than ever before. As prices remain a little bit elevated, it's going to actually encourage more producers to come in, explore for oil, drill for oil. So hopefully we'll see those downstream impacts as quickly as possible. One thing we need to remember as well is we need to do more. The federal government needs to do more to encourage more activity in the oil and gas space. That means comprehensive permitting reform, get that red tape out of the way, continue to reduce those regulatory burdens that impacts drillers' ability to bring oil to market. The more oil that we have coming to market, the more refining there will be, and hopefully cheaper gas prices will be just on the horizon.
All right, taking a live look at the big board, the Dow is flat right now. Tommy Aiello, thank you very much. William Luther, we do appreciate you. Well, noon.